The 2025 regular season is officially over and teams are already making coaching decisions. Let's talk about it. What's up, football fans? Cardinals, Raiders, Browns, Falcons, Giants, Titans, Bengals, and Colts fans. We got one for you. The 2025 regular season has officially wrapped up, but as the last whistle blew, teams started making changes. Yesterday was known as Black Monday. This is where teams evaluate their season and decide whether or not to move on from head coaches and staff, which often leads to major changes. Today we're breaking down the latest confirmed coaching moves. Let's hop into it. For the Cardinals. Yesterday your team fired head coach Jonathan Gannon after 3 seasons. Your team finished 3-14 this year, which brings his overall record with Arizona to 15-36, and he's never reached the playoffs. And he's never finished higher than 3rd in the NFC West. Now let's look at the Raiders. This one was a bit of a surprise just based on the contract alone. Pete Carroll signed a 3-year contract with your team, but after a 3-14 season which ended with a 14-12 win over the Chiefs, they've decided to part ways after just 1 year. Going into the final week of the season, the Raiders had lost 10 straight, and despite the victory, still ended up wrapping up the number 1 spot in the NFL draft for next year. Here was the team statement on the release. Now let's head over to the Browns. A 5-12 record to end the 2025 season brought Kevin Stefanski's overall record to 45-56 with the team. 2025 also marked their 2nd straight season finishing last in the division and their 4th losing season under Stefanski, not to mention 13 quarterbacks in the past few years. So they decided to part ways with him, despite 2 straight wins to end the season. Here's the team's statement on his release. Now reports are that the former coach of the year could be a top candidate for 2026. Now let's take a brief look at some we've already talked about. Yesterday we covered that the Atlanta Falcons released Raheem Morris, which came just hours after the team wrapped up an 8-9 season, which was their 2nd straight year under him. Now let's head over to the Giants. All the way back on November 10th, the Giants decided to part ways with head coach Brian Daboll after losing 8 out of 10 games, and finished with a record of 20-40-1 with the team. Now let's head over to the Titans. This marked the first release for a head coach this year. On October 13th, the Titans decided to part ways with Brian Callahan, just 6 games into the season. Granted, this was after starting 1-5. Now let's talk about 2 teams who came out and said that they're sticking with their head coaches for 2026. For the Bengals, your front office announced that it's sticking with Zach Taylor for another season, despite missing the playoffs for the 3rd straight year. And now for the Colts. This one's pretty reasonable because Shane Steichen had the team as one of the hottest in the league, but injuries quickly derailed hopes. Yesterday, your team confirmed that he will be returning for 2026. This marks the 15th straight season of at least 5 coaching changes. So NFL fans, what do you think? How did your team finish out the year? If this is one of your teams, who would you like leading you into the 2026 season? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and follow for all of your latest NFL news and updates.